capture card. It registers as a camera.
This is insanity. Well, welcome to episode 4, The Late Takes. I'm your host, Saint. We got J Money, King Kareem, Warwolf, and Kiki the Don on the panel, of course.
Hi.
Yo.
And yeah, we got some topics today. Y'all want to just dive straight into it, bro?
Of course.
Let's talk about this Deadpool 3, man. We're recording this on a Monday, and oh man, them photos and came out, bro. Big Wolverine, man. How y'all feeling about the new suit?
They leaked the
and fucking cast it because it's taken them 20 years to finally put this big yellow accurate suit on the big screen, and I couldn't be more excited for it.
I dig it.
Are y'all feeling King J Money? Oh, he gone?
Crickets.
He ain't gone. It's just like the screen went black and I had to process.
It's too late. It's too late.
I don't think I've ever been more happy as like a Wolverine.
Oh, my fault.
With you. Like, it's and the movie's still gonna be R2, so then it's gonna get bloody. I expected to get torn up. I was like, that costume looks so dope. I've been waiting so long for this, man. Yes. I was hoping I was gonna see it in Origins, didn't see it, but now we have it now, and I'm just happy. And like, even though it's like at first I was like happy he came back to be Wolverine again. And everything, I was like, it's kind of like, what was the point of his ending? Because that was kind of his actual send-off too. But then he's coming back to put the suit on. Nigga, sign me up. I'm front row.
Well, apparently this is gonna be like a little time travel movie, so
I'm glad.
So
I'm glad we get that much.
Well, we can go into the plot then. Everybody give their thoughts. So y'all digging this suit? I'm digging the suit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna nitpick the arm, like the arm sleeves, because I kind of understand why they did it. Because it kind of is like the other suits from the Fox movies, so I can understand why. And it's modern style.
It's perfect.
Only thing I wish they would have made like part of his pants blue, because he's not wearing any trunks. But overall, it's still a suit. 10 out of 10. Deadpool suit. Everybody was shitting on that mug. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? This mug is very comic book accurate.
It looked exactly the same as Deadpool 1 and 2. Just
it's only some slight changes to
the color and the slight changes
and the color. Yeah, it's a different shade of red. Yeah,
it's like a Spider-Man PS4 to Spider-Man PS5, where it's the same suit per se, but the colors and the little like adjustments make it that much better. But
also you got different like straps and shit.
Oh yeah, and the little Deadpool symbol too, the eyes. Mm-hmm. But the plot, I don't know if y'all saw, it is going for like Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, but it's gonna be like the Fox universe and somewhat the Marvel universe. Is this a slight spoiler? If anybody cares, we don't care. I mean, we just saying what is being alleged. It's just not fully confirmed, but this is what the plans seem to be. They're supposed to feature the Fantastic Four Fox movies characters, because Chris Evans for sure wants to come back and play the Human Torch. He's even said it like even years before this movie, but it's plans to bring the original Fantastic Four back. Of course, we're gonna have like the X-Men universe, but it might be different. It might be the same one or not the same one, but it might be more towards like the X-Men 97 is supposed to come out, like the sequel to the animated series, and so like the Professor X we got in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. I know they said Daredevil because we didn't talk about it on the pod. I don't think we did, but maybe we did. I'm not sure. But Daredevil was supposed to come back, and Elektra was also confirmed to come back as well. So it's going to be a crazy multiverse movie. And J Money, you did say they kind of like doing too much with this shit, huh? Like it's starting to pile up.
It's starting to get played out, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know because I'm still a little iffy on this movie because it is taking place during the writer's strike, And the last Wolverine Center movie that took place during the writer's strike was Origins, and we know how that shit turned out.
I just cringed.
And we remember Quantum Solace, 007, that was during the writer's strike too.
But I think because Ryan Reynolds is like
rental.
Yes.
Yes, I pulled
That's his new business.
I pulled the big Gucci.
What is he renting?
But I think since he's like, I think he's a producer on Deadpool 3. I think.
Yeah, he is.
So I think
I don't produce the other ones too. Well, mainly too.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like that bad. Then, like, I think it'll at least be decent.
I was worried about this movie because they're Russian, which that's another topic we'll segue in a minute. But I was worried at first, but then once they showed that photo and I woke up this morning and seen that, I'm like, oh nah, I'm not worried about this film at all no more, bruh. That suit is so perfect. I'm like, okay, I see exactly what they about to go for, bruh. They about to really do some fan service, and I'm not mad at it. I cannot complain for fan service.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be fan service for the fake us fan service, if that makes sense. Like, I would want it to be relevant to the plot.
But I mean, was Deadpool 1 like a significant plot?
No, Deadpool was full of, if we're being honest, as good as Deadpool 1 was, it was very much a exposition movie, because literally the first half, even parts of the second half, was in flashbacks.
Yeah, there definitely was some flashbacks, but I mean, it also was an origin story too. So I don't know. I like it being straight to the point. I think not every superhero movie or just movies in general need to be this drawn out, crazy battle, or it's got to be story driven. Like, nah.
Sometimes I just want to know where Francis is.
Yeah, like, what's my name?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But since you were talking about this and we already kind of segue into it, how do y'all feel about these movies getting rushed during this writers and then this upcoming actor strike? Like, we saw Captain America already wrap filming, and I'm like, nigga, didn't they just start that like a month ago? Like, what?
I don't think that's a good idea for one.
Yeah,
I think that's going to do
mid.
That's going to do bad. No, I'm not talking about that movie. I'm just talking about the actors going on strike in general and all that stuff. I think that's going to do more harm to the film and TV industry in the long run than it will in the short run. Like, it might be fine in the short run, but it all really determines on how long this strike goes for.
Until people get money for their jobs.
And who knows when that'll be.
I just want to get paid.
Yeah, I don't know. The fact that it went on this long, and they said it was going to go to the fall, and it's not looking like it's going in the fall. So it's like, I really don't know how realistically they're gonna give the money to people.
Wait, what you mean? What you mean? Like, you think it's going? Like, they're going to end it off?
Going to next year.
Oh, okay.
They projected that it would be like somewhere in the fall, like maybe September, maybe later than that. But the way stuff is looking, we haven't seen any progress or any like true updates where it's like, okay, this is getting somewhere. Where I'm like, it seemed like the studios is just chilling. They're just like, y'all gonna fold soon.
Oh well, yeah, because the studios getting their money regardless.
They're getting some money.
Do you think that this one is worse than the one like in 08 and 09?
08 and 09 gave us the likes of Wolverine, Green Lantern, and then Transformers 2. Literally that. It can't get worse.
Yeah, Wolverine Origins was, to be fair, we should say the correct one because I love the Wolverine. But Wolverine Origins, oh my god, they had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I went back and rewatched that movie, and to be honest, I don't even think they really had us in the first half either.
Oh man, it was that bad?
Yes.
There's good points in the movie.
It did not feel like I was really like Cause I don't know about y'all, but me hearing that they was gonna do a Wolverine origin film, I got excited because I like this is me speaking from like 2009. I'm like, oh, so they're gonna explore like his backstory, obviously how he got his animanium, but I also thought they were going to like explore like his time with Weapon X and stuff, like how they basically took him, kidnapped him, put the animanium, and made
They
him go
sped
like,
through that.
like missions and stuff, but they ain't really do none of that. Like, and then what made it worse for me is that I found out recently that Ryan Reynolds he improv'd all his lines on there.
Wait, what?
Yes, he every single line that he had on there he improv because they had no. What
They
I
have a
understand,
script for him?
no, because from what I understand, they brought him in as Deadpool in the very last minute.
Oh, brother. So he wasn't even supposed to be in this film, is what you're saying.
Nope.
You could
And
tell.
And that's probably why we got why we got that end result.
Baraka.
Because how do you go from a Sabretooth versus Wolverine story to
Deadpool is the main villain now?
Like,
I don't know, like, because the Wolverine and Sabretooth thing would have been perfectly fine.
I guess you're not the merc with the mouth anymore.
I guess the Spider-Man.
Oh my god. Then what's it called? We were supposed to get an Origins Magneto movie, and I was excited for that, but we basically got that throughout like first class. And then like what
Michael
was the one that came after that?
I'm very.
They was cooking. They
cooked though. They cooked. I'm not even in Apocalypse as much.
Cooked.
I mean, even with Apocalypse or how much they shit on that movie.
Apocalypse was still a good movie.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I didn't like Apocalypse like that. I thought he was cool.
I didn't really.
I thought Oscar Isaac's performance was really good. It's just I didn't like the aesthetic.
I didn't really like Apocalypse like the movie. I didn't. It did have some good moments though.
But the Jubilee line when they was at the mall watching the movies, and she said something about like sequels. It's like, bro, sequels is not a thing. Yeah, like sequels are not a thing back then, bro. What do you? This? Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're nitpicking.
It's not nitpicking, but it's just like, come on, bro. That's just that. No, that's stupid. It's just stupid. There wasn't trilogies in fucking the 80s, bro. Like, what are we doing? Well, wasn't 70s.
So Back to the Future wasn't a thing?
That was probably the only one. And like
the only one, and that wasn't just because
the Godfather.
He was
Indiana Jones. Like, okay, there are some exceptions to it, but overall, like trilogies and sequels weren't like they weren't like a big
Evil Dead.
Like I said, you had a lot of exceptions depending on how good the first one did. But
Terminator. I'm just being an ass right now.
Yeah, I know.
Terminator wasn't in it. What?
Terminator was the 80s.
Terminator 3 was 2000.
Okay, but it started in the 80s.
But the whole point of the line was like trilogies. Trilogies.
Let them cook though. And Terminator 3 was not that bad.
It wasn't, but that was in 2000, so that
it's different. That
was in the 80s. No.
Yeah, because don't Apocalypse take place in the 80s?
Yeah,
they do. That's why he's saying that. That's what brought up the whole thing.
It's just like, what the fuck? And then what? And see, now I gotta see. Look at you did, King. Now I gotta see what time.
You're overthinking it.
No, I have to. I have to know this, bro. You got me thinking this. Zoinks. Yeah. Looking at it right now. 1983. So no, that definitely was not a thing, bro. In 83. Come on, bro. Come the fuck on. That's just crazy.
Oh, why'd they make the joke? Are you judging another timeline? You can't do that. You're assuming timelines.
Oh, come on, bro. Fox timeline. But shit, since we're on the
what was you saying about the Spider-Verse thing?
What are you talking about?
You said something about Spider-Verse earlier. With the writer, it was about the writer strike.
Oh, I didn't say it, but I mean, we all thinking the same thing. They're about to halt production for Beyond Spider-Verse because they haven't filmed shit.
That's great.
That's because it has to get animated. That shit. It took them all these years to make the sequel, and the third one's going to be the third one. So like,
they haven't even started that either. Which I'm cool.
Great.
They haven't even written it yet
because they over here trying to say it's going to come out next year, and I just think that's very illogical.
Honestly, I thought it was because it's like, like how long had it been? If we waited 5 years for this movie, I thought it would make sense. Like, okay, it could have taken them like 2 years for the first movie, 2-3 years for the second movie, and everything. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Then I saw it was delayed, and I realized like, wow, they really spent all these years working on just this one, and everything. Like, yeah, this needs to get delayed. It's like I ain't in no rush. It's great, but let them people get paid. Let them take the time they need to take.
Y'all on the 2 Ball Street. Y'all don't want to repeat the same thing y'all did with the Raimi trilogy. Y'all have 2 great ones, and y'all have the one that don't start getting love till later on.
Exactly.
I mean, it's every movie, and especially like what was it? Napoleon Dynamite. That was not loved back then. It's really a cult following.
They just weren't ready for it for real. They didn't watch Napoleon Dynamite.
It's a bad movie, but it's really bad that it's like good.
What's that one movie with Ben Stiller?
Which one?
Was it Zoolander or something like that?
Yes.
Zoolander, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. That was like that too. That movie, people didn't really like it when it first came out, and then all of a sudden it just gained a cult following.
You got Mimi. There's a lot of memes.
Meme culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, it's like the whole different example. I don't know if y'all remember. Shit. You probably don't know the name Dr. Livesey.
Yes.
That 80s Cold War Russian TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, it was memed with this one song. No one even fucking heard of it, and just because it was memed, thousands to millions flocked to watch this pirate island from the 80s. It's not even in fucking English. It's in like Soviet era Russian, but it's the meme culture that takes things that are not like interesting and makes it like the hottest topic.
But since we're on this like Disney kind of Russian stuff train, I never did my Indiana Jones review for the Dial of Destiny. I watched
disappointment.
It wasn't a disappointment. I thought it was better than the last one. A lot better.
Yeah, that's really what I kept hearing. I haven't watched it, but that's honestly what I kept hearing. Like I kept hearing like it was way better than the last one. Like it actually feels somewhat like a send off.
Yeah, it was a big send off for Indy, and they did keep it open in the air though. If he ever wanted to come back, I hope not. They're of course trying to develop some other stuff. Kathleen Kennedy's out her damn mind. I'll say that. Listen, I wanted to say this straight up. I'm not misogynist or anything like that, bro. Like, I'm gonna go watch the Marvels. So I want to put this out there. There's no, I don't hate this actor, but the woman playing Wombat, as they say in the movie, she was terrible. Every time she was on screen, I was just like, oh brother, and it man was. It's just like the plot of it though, King. Like,
no, I'm asking what actress are you talking about?
I don't know her name. Hold on.
Who is she gonna be in the Marvels?
You know, I'm saying. I'm saying.
No, he was just saying he was gonna go watch it.
Yeah, like I support women here. Like, but let me get the actors' names that you here. Press me real quick. You know what I mean? Making me sweat a little bit.
I don't know names. You got to give me who they playing.
So she played Helena Shaw. Her name is Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Helena Shaw. Okay, I know. Fast and Furious or Hobbs and Shaw's shit.
No, nigga, Jesus Christ!
You said her last name was Shaw, and I'm instantly.
That's her character, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. She played Shaw's sister, right?
What's wrong with this dude? You know?
Nigga, you said her last name is. Didn't you just not say she played somebody?
The character's name is Helena Shaw in Indiana Jones.
Okay, nigga, I thought you
And
said.
Lucasfilm.
I say I don't know
Fast
what
and
the fuck
Furious
going on with-
is Universal.
Bro, I don't follow this shit.
Wrong in cinematic universe.
Is it even that?
Yes.
No.
The way Kathleen Kennedy we gonna segue into it, but listen, overall I give it a 7 out of 10 movie. It's definitely worth the watch. You have what's his name? Antonio Banderas. You know, what's the hell is the name of that movie, bro? Oh my god. Puss in Boots, of course, and what's that old movie he used to play in, bro? Oh my god, I can't think. Oh, the Master Zorro. He's in there. I'm not even gonna pronounce his name, bro. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that name. He's the villain in Death Stranding. If you play that game, or
I have not.
he's in every fucking movie.
Never played it.
He played in Hannibal, Another Round. Oh, the villain in Doctor Strange. Yeah, him. And
Clyphesius or some shit.
Yeah, him. He's the main villain in here, and he plays a hardcore like Nazi scientist, and he's cold-blooded.
So every other fucking Indiana Jones villain.
Yeah, it is. But I enjoy seeing him on the screen, bro. Like anytime he's in there, I'm like, ooh, I know it's gonna be an interesting movie at the very least. I'll be entertained. The ending was pretty trippy though. Like I won't spoil it, but it's on a level of trippy as far as like the Crystal Skull, but it didn't like just get out of hand where you're seeing aliens and shit. It wasn't like that, but
no,
I will say
that's what he's supposed to be exploring. The unknown.
Oh my god! But it's pretty cool, and it just was like what I liked about this movie. The writing actually made sense and built up to something if you're paying attention. So I'll just leave it at that. And the guy that played in what's it called, Logan, the villain, country ass
Pierce.
Yeah, he's a villain in there too, bro. And I wanted to smack the shit out of him. That's how good he was doing.
But yeah, I want to smack the shit out of everybody. That's different.
You next too, bro.
Damn, that's crazy because ain't I supposed to see tomorrow and you ain't gonna do shit when I see you.
Dude, he gonna put me in a barrel roll. I already know.
That's crazy.
Segue though, the problem here though is Kathleen Kennedy and her ego. I know George Lucas was on set a couple times, so I don't know how much he was involved in it, but Kathleen Kennedy just does this thing where she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing, bro. Because like that Atlanta Shaw character, I'm sorry, bro. The way that they wrote her is just very terrible and obnoxious. I can understand why somebody would be like, no, this movie's not it. And it would be her character, I guarantee you. But Kathleen Kennedy, she keeps doing these dumb decisions, forcing shit, and going way beyond the lore. You see the issues she's done with Star Wars and the damage, and the dumb statements she's putting out, like, "Oh, I wanted to be
Star Wars hashtag."
That's never gonna happen. But you see, she put out a statement too, which we never got to talk about, was that she's wanting to make Star Wars on a level like prestigious 007, and it's just like you have all this lore, all this Star Wars legend, and you're just shitting on it, and you continue to just ignore George Lucas, and you're doing it on purpose at this point, bro. And it's just like you're telling writers to ignore all that stuff, and it's just like, bro. And it leads back to the issues where you got Indiana Jones and all these other Disney movies that are flopping, like
hella hard,
bro. Like the budget for Indiana Jones, bro. Let's look at it, bro.
They need to stop making
it was
some
like,
of these budgets so big.
300 million.
Yeah.
This movie only made 60 million in the opening weekend.
I think they are trying to. I think they wanted to reach like 900 million. That's their target goal. I don't think it's getting there.
Oh, and another issue, oh my god, the de-aging stuff. Look, Disney has the best de-aging like technology. They got it hands down. Nobody's beating them on it. But that's not saying much when it does look kind of crazy. And I will have to spoil. There's a whole 30 minutes of young Indiana Jones with the de-aging. It does get distracting at times where you visibly notice, like, come on, bro, like this
So
not even.
is it like turbo CGI or like the uncanny valley of?
It just looks so surreal and doesn't like that.
Sounds like uncanny valley. It's like this doesn't even look authentic.
Like you know how Luke looks kind of weird. Like you can
The first
kind of
time
be okay
in
with it.
Mandalorian?
Yeah, like the first season of was it season 2 ending? Yeah, season 2 ending.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you can rock with it because it's dark and he wasn't on screen that long. But when you look at him in wasn't Mandalorian, it was Boba Fett, Mandalorian 2.5. And it looks so weird. We were just like, come on, bro, this don't even look right. You should have just cast a different actor to just do
Honestly.
it. And that's how I felt with this. It was just like his face. You could tell like his lips is not even moving right, and the lip like it was just kind of all over the place.
They did that with Han Solo. They casted a whole new guy to play young.
And here's the thing: it was a good movie, but it just didn't sell because Star Wars fatigue right after a very terrible Star Wars movie in the fan base's eyes.
And then on top of that, Harrison Ford said he really didn't care to go see that movie. So that also off.
He didn't get his blessing, the blessing on that one, and the consequences fade. And look, Indiana Jones didn't make sense on why they had this release date. They should have pushed this back to like the fall. Like, why would you push this in between not only your release of The Mermaid that's out right now and still kind of doing this thing? You got Elemental and you got Across the Spider-Verse, then The Flash,
Transformers.
Then you got Jennifer Lawrence's movie, and then you got the Black and White. It's so many other movies that are out right now. It's like, why are you releasing this right now? And then after the release, you got Insidious, Joyride just came out. Like, it's too many other movies where it's like you kind of setting up for failure. Like, why would anybody want to watch this Indiana Jones 5 when it's kind of past its prime? No offense, nobody really asked for this. Certain fan base is gonna watch it, like, all right, cool, but you're not gonna get the casual people you want or new people to watch that. And Kathleen Kennedy got this bright idea to just try to make a whole Indiana Jones universe, and it's just like, no, stop.
Not everything got to be a universe. It could be its own condensed thing, and that's fine.
I wish you would understand that, and that's why there's rumors going around and like pressure's getting put on the fire of Kathleen Kennedy, or that she might be on her way out. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. But the pressure's getting there where it's like somebody's gonna have to make the call, bro, because she's been making dumb decisions. We've seen it with Star Wars with 2 movies that just, oh man, I don't even know if Last Jedi sold like that. It probably did just because of Force Awakens, but I know for sure Rise of Midwalker didn't do that. Yeah. What are y'all thoughts overall?
Disney needs to die.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh,
damn.
Hey,
That's vulgar.
Don't kill my Mickey Mouse Winnie the Pooh. Like me and Mickey Mouse got the same.
I think they're about to lose their rights to Mickey Mouse next year. I think I read that somewhere.
Not necessarily. It's like public domain, but they're not going to lose Mickey. That's their mascot. They're not letting that go.
They're not.
But
Disney got to be doing real bad for them to ever consider selling Mickey Mouse. They'll sell Marvel back before they ever sell Disney.
Well, it's not a matter of selling. It's just the public domain. Like, you see, Winnie the Pooh became like a horror movie. I don't know how it became public domain. They just put out a movie like with Ewan McGregor, the Obi-Wan.
That was a beautiful movie.
5 years ago. Like, what's going on? How did that become public domain to where now?
That's crazy because I still ain't finished watching that movie. Now that I come to think of it,
Because they released that in a weird release date, bro. This is what I'm talking about. What's going on?
I wasn't talking about the Winnie the Pooh movie. I was like the horror one. I was talking about the act, like the Christopher Robin Winnie the Pooh, that movie.
I'm not watching a horror movie, bro.
No, I'm talking. No, it was like a.
Talking about the
it was
actual
Christopher
movie, the
Robin
live
was an
action.
adult. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
That was
I wasn't
that
thinking
was
about the
actually-
He's
horror.
talking
you
about-
know, Kiki.
He is literally talking about the same movie you were on the one.
I know. That's why he confused the shit out of me. What the?
No, I take that back.
We on the same page.
I don't know if it's on Netflix still. I started to watch it. I didn't finish it.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You get to see all the characters and shit.
They releasing too much, bro. I think this movie
is what's that donkey name, dude?
Eeyore.
Eeyore. Yeah.
Eeyore and his
Is
friends.
that boy Eeyore in there? Because that dude definitely used to have me dead.
Yeah, everyone's there.
He was in it.
Yeah.
He used to say the most depressing. He used to say the most depressing stuff, but it used to be so.
And I
real and
understand.
so
And how do y'all feel about Kathleen Kennedy basically, like, you know what I'm saying, after George Lucas lore? Like,
I don't really care about Star Wars at this point. So,
oh shit, it's dead to you? You outgrown it?
it's not even like that. Or like if it's something like it's not something I'm keeping an eye out for at all.
So
Like, don't get it messed up. If there's something good Star Wars stuff, or is this a good movie? Period. I'm gonna be like, hey, come watch this. This is fire.
So you didn't play Jedi Survivor, is what I'm hearing.
Jedi. I didn't even.
That's not Disney.
I haven't even played it.
It's not.
Now, granted, I played a game.
Fuck Cal Calluses.
I don't even know what's going on in the game because I haven't even played it yet.
King, go play it. Go play it.
What's his last name?
Kestis.
Calluses.
No.
Go play it. King. It's a good game.
I know it's a good game already because I played the first one a lot. But it's just like, I ain't in no rush to like just be playing games left and right and all that.
But
because storage, and then it's like,
let me ask you,
when it come out to the end of the year,
what's the last Star Wars thing you watched where you were like invested in?
Force Awakens.
Damn.
So you ain't
I
watched.
saw the. No, I was invested in Force Awakens. Was excited for the sequel. Then I was disappointed. Didn't even want to watch the end of the trilogy.
So you didn't watch The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan?
I watched Obi-Wan. I was happy for Obi-Wan. I like when Force Awakens and then the sequel to that dropped. I was invested, but after I left, like whatever sequel that was, I'm like, I don't really care much for it. Then Obi-Wan dropped, and I'm like, you know what? I'll watch this. I rock with that. I rock with it, and we might get some cool flashbacks.
I feel like you would like Mandalorian.
You would like.
I kind of started Mandalorian, but it's just like I just ain't. It's just some kind of Star Wars out. Like I didn't care about Solo, even though I heard that was good.
Solo's really good. Do you like westerns?
Solo was definitely good, even though nobody asked for it.
I ain't crazy about westerns. I'm gonna be real with you, but I do like good movies. Period. So
because Mandalorian takes a lot of like one-to-one like western. Even from the music as well, of course. You got Wolf humming that mug. But we can get off that topic. So watch that new Bleach Part 2.
You warm.
Dog, I'm still trying to catch up. Like,
Bleach.
I need you to catch up. Watch that mug and sub.
No, I'm already watching One Piece. I'm still got to watch Jujutsu.
I know you didn't. Oh hell no! Oh hell!
Watching that. I'm still watching.
You ain't watching
no.
One Piece. That mug.
Hell
no.
I'm more invested in One
If
Piece.
you don't pause that One Piece and watch that Bleach right now.
Wait. Did I hear somebody talk about Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh, I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen.
I heard somebody. I heard somebody bring that up.
You haven't seen it at all.
Mm-mm.
Are you good?
The Jujutsu Kaisen is the truth, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Ain't season 2.
You need to get off that Bleach and watch some Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a whole.
I'm already finished, sir. I need you to catch up, and I'll watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll watch it all right now.
You watch Jujutsu Kaisen because you ain't watching nothing right now anyway.
Jujutsu Kaisen is short. Saint.
It's like 12 episodes. Get it out the way.
Well, I need to finish this.
You said 12. It's definitely probably like 26.
I'm about to say, you said short. It's short.
I'll let that wait. I'll finish Demon Slayer first, then.
I still haven't seen Demon Slayer season 3.
As far as anime, I haven't been invested. Like when I binge watch the whole series, I'd be burnt out, and then I tried watching My Hero, and then it just started a bunch of dialogue, and I fell off. I was like, I'm not coming back to this.
Didn't somebody say like My Hero was starting to get mid, or am I tripping?
They said it was starting to get mid, but it's about to pop off again.
I was about to say they gotta be tripping, and they ain't read the manga.
I'm about to say, yeah, like where it's about to get in the manga and it's to the point where shit's popping off in the manga, it's gonna come back and everything. But last season was good, but the season before was like, I understand why people called it mid.
But hold on, J Money, I see you the only one here that did the homework. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling about this Bleach?
And like in the anime and the manga, bro, that shit then picked up. It's not slowing back down.
Like, man, the music is there, the animation is there. Even the intro, bro, it kind of did spoil.
They going crazy with Bleach.
Cool with they going all out, bro.
I mean, they did, but they didn't.
They got tired of y'all saying it was the worst out of the big three.
It never was.
Whoever said that?
Like, well, we said the worst out of the big three? Big three is Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. I mean, honestly.
What?
That's what people say the big three are. Dragon Ball grandfathered that shit, so it don't count. It's above.
Yeah, Dragon Ball isn't big three.
Yeah.
It grandfathered that shit.
We've talked about this.
Grandpa, yeah.
We talked about this.
One Piece the worst one out of it, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, like
you haven't even.
Which one? Because we not about to say Naruto. Like you're not about to cap and say it's Naruto.
Yeah, I'll kick you out the other.
Like literally, everybody's.
And what if I do it?
Naruto
because exactly like Naruto,
and
like
Bleach has that too.
Exactly.
Bleach has full arcs.
I know
Bleach has full filler arcs to the point you don't even realize that's filler.
I'm not gonna lie, that filler.
The writing's that good.
The filler kind of heat. I'm sorry, but it was a lot. It was a lot.
I skipped all the filler arcs in Bleach.
On my second watch, I skipped it, but the first watch,
no. Are we talking Naruto? Now, Naruto by itself, just before we get to Shippuden, that is not the worst.
Both of them.
That is not the worst. When you throw Shippuden in there,
both of them.
Bro, that's like
higher.
Bro,
but that filler is part of it, and it kills it. I don't care what you say; it does kill it a little bit.
Listen,
and then some of the
stories.
Let me finish.
Let me mute myself.
And then when they did the Kaguya shit, after they already handled the whole, because Madara was the big bad, then they switched the shit up. I'm like, that shit threw everybody off, and it threw me off too. But it was still
ass.
Though.
Everybody agrees that was ass. And just they booked themselves into a corner like wrestling, where
Kishimoto literally wrote himself into a corner. He didn't know how to beat Madara.
You had this. It's literally with this Roman Reigns situation, bro. If you watch wrestling, you know this nigga's been on like a 3-year run. Like literally, he's about to hit 3 years as champ. This nigga getting so OP, bro. Like it's gonna be kind of hard to get a good payoff on beating this dude. So they just threw in some bullshit to throw it off. But listen, that Naruto filler, bro. I'm sorry, it's fire. Bro. Kakashi Chronicles.
So I'm not gonna lie, some of the filler wasn't fire, but I'm not here for that. Them niggas threw me.
Some of that filler technically ain't filler, it's novels.
You wasn't there for it when they switched the roles to Naruto and Sasuke, bro. Come on, bro. Come on,
now,
man. Come on.
I think the ostrich nigga.
Because of that ending,
the ostrich ninja has the best filler episode.
Because of that ending, I gotta give it a hit.
No,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm being serious.
Yeah, One Piece of hit. Them niggas still can't find treasure.
And Bleach been on a hiatus for I don't know how long.
They just that goated, bro.
No, they've been on a hiatus, and One Piece still been pushing strong, and it's just been
getting
better. And it's just been getting better as it goes along. Like you want to talk about how Attack on Titan talks about systemic racism.
How they getting better? They haven't even got no treasure, bro. How are you a pirate? You got no treasure.
How you talking on a show you ain't never seen?
Remember,
it's about the systemic racism and bringing down the world government.
And you have no treasure.
Explain that because it's an anime for the working. No, One Piece is an anime for the working class. The treasure.
One Piece is.
We're gonna get to that shit.
I ain't trying to get that bullshit.
Nigga, I'm trying to get that treasure, and I'm trying to see that government get thrown.
I ain't got no treasure.
Who said the government might have it? Fuck is he talking about? I don't
Stop
fucking know,
this.
nigga.
There's no treasure.
I'm on like 700 episodes. And not for Gold D.
These niggas
Rogers said the
always
One
have
Piece
that.
is real, and if
All
Gold
this-
D.
all
Rogers
this
said
go
it's
watch
real,
Young and the
All
Restless,
these
bro.
episodes just for it not to be no treasure. Wouldn't that just be a real slap in the face?
if Gold D. Rogers says that shit's real, bitch, it's real.
It's not real, bro. You just being
That
lied
shit came
to,
out
bro.
of his
You're
mouth
being
before he
lied
got
to, bro.
executed. He ain't a capper. He a capper, but he ain't capping on
He's a
that.
capper, bro.
This is
He's
like
that
this is
one-
Dragon Ball without finding the Dragon Balls.
literally.
Like it's like that's what I'm. This is what I'm hearing. Like with One Piece being what the key, he's Luffy, right?
Yes.
Luffy. Okay, Luffy. He wants to be king, right?
Yes.
This is his ultimate goal, and it's been over 1,000 episodes, so many chapters, and he hasn't accomplished that.
First
It's
of
like,
all,
damn.
do you know
Well,
the
yeah,
comp he has to
where's
do?
the end?
Have
Like
you seen his comp? Have you seen his comp?
Yes, like I said, One Piece is
calling
about
me?
the journey.
Oh my god.
Have you
All I
seen
know
his-
is this is becoming
have you
Young and the
seen his
Restless
comp?
territory, but we'll that's for another argument for another day.
Like you want to really talk about some shit that the fucking Joe Stars can't just shake one nigga.
Time. We'll
Time
talk
out.
about it on another
Time
episode.
Yeah.
Time out.
Time.
I was about to
Time.
say, you don't want to talk JoJo with me because hey,
We will talk about it on another episode. We'll plan that out.
Hey, nah, I'll talk. Jay Money, I'll talk
Alright,
JoJo
bet.
too many times.
Hey, time.
That's my shit.
All right, the boys teaser.
Save it.
Before we
save
even talk about the
it for
teaser,
Friday.
hold on, Key. Before we talk about the boys teaser, how y'all feel about these niggas being in Call of Duty, bro? Because that kind of just threw me out.
That's a little funny.
Hey, that's true.
the boys.
Oh yeah, it's real. It's real.
That's not
That's
a
a little
fucking
funny.
like a Gmod fucking animation or something.
No, they're actual operators, bro.
Well,
That shit-
Pretty
I
sure they're
wouldn't
in
be surprised
bundles.
because Call of Duty likes to go after not go after, but they're very cultured. They
Listen.
will put anything in their fucking games. They put in what's his name, Judge Dredd in
That shit
Cold
was
War
trash. That shit was trash.
or
I'm sorry.
Modern Warfare.
Look, they put that nigga KD in the game. Anything is
I think it's
possible. at
Judge
this
Dredd.
That
point.
ain't the real KD. He had a hat on, bro. You ain't covering that hairline.
Putting KD, they put in Messi. They put in Twitch streamers. They did
Listen,
Hotline
Messi and
Bling
Neymar
emotes.
They put in Shredder. I missed it,
They
bro.
put in Shredder.
Shredder was
I'm not
dope.
surprised that they put in the boys' characters in there.
It's pretty dope. I think that's fire. I don't usually give Call of Duty credits for their operators, and especially the mess that we're not even going to talk about on this pod. But I think that's cool.
You finna see niggas flying up in the air.
Oh man, this ain't
Ashley,
Fortnite.
look at me.
But they did release a teaser. Did everybody watch the teaser?
Wait, like, is it
No, I
for,
thought
like,
this was
the
all
new,
fake.
Was it for like the new?
Yeah, for the actual The Boys teaser, not the Call of Duty joint.
Nah,
Y'all
I
didn't
haven't
see
seen it.
I haven't seen it. If you find it, send me that, man.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's basically what's the old girl's name? That was like the little assistant or whatever that organized all that shit. Ashley. She basically does a whole ad talking about, hey, show support for Homelander. They're trying to convict him as a murderer, but he was just protecting his son. You know, that type of shit. They're doing a direct follow up
Saving
on
the
that.
face.
Ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. Nothing.
No, that little boy got powers.
Nothing
He'll be
too
fine.
major.
I've
He
seen
about
the
to go down
poster
a dark
from
path.
Call of Duty.
Yep. No, I can't fucking wait for it.
That's like
They're
trying
doing
to
the evil
convict
Superman
Superman.
again. Brightburn.
Yeah.
Hey,
Brightburn Day.
ain't Invincible for the drop this year too?
Do you have a release
They
date
better
for
have an
that?
announcement
Have
for
they
it.
said
Fucking better.
We definitely don't, but I know it's coming out in 2023. So
Is it this year or they going to delay? Because I saw them like early this year talking, like teasing it and like hinting at something, and they never announced anything. So like, what's the deal with that, Kiki? You're the
Yeah,
Invincible.
got a whole little teaser trailer and everything.
They had a whole teaser trailer with Mark and Alan sitting in the diner, but the way it's looking right now, I wouldn't be surprised if that mug got delayed. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh shoot.
I'm hoping it don't, but it's not gonna surprise me.
Oh man. Well, did anybody watch Secret Invasions? We can kind of go over that.
No.
Everybody watch it? No.
I ain't gonna lie. I need to watch.
Oh man,
I haven't watched episodes
Blocked
2
out
and
of
3.
Marvel. So long ago.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Episode 2 was really great,
Okay.
but episode 3 took 5 steps backwards. And I won't even lie to you. I recommend that you do not watch this show.
Okay.
I hate to say it. I love Samuel Jackson. He's in my top 5 of favorite actors.
Okay. That's all I need
But
to know.
it's that bad. Kiki, I don't know what the hell you got a vacuum in your mic, but back up, snitch. I don't recommend watching this show, at least weekly. Just let it all come out. If it's good, I'll update you guys, and if it's solid and worth the build up. But the only thing I really got out of this is Gravis is mad at his stepdad, Nick Fury. And Nick Fury's been tearing some Scorlicity up. And that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about it, but you guys haven't watched it. Oh yeah, his wife is a Skrull. He's been in that Scorlicity.
He getting that Skrull pussy.
Hey,
Oh my God.
don't say that. That's vulgar, Scorlicity. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Keep it Scorlicity. Don't say
Rude
that
as
word.
a
On
praying
I'm gonna
mantis.
keep it a beam
this
with
is
you.
not delayed W, bro.
First
Jesus.
episode, all right.
What's wrong
Second
with me?
episode was pretty good. Third episode was cool too. I like I'd say watch the show. But Saint got a point. You don't want to watch it weekly, don't watch it weekly. If you want to wait for the every 3 episodes to drop, please do, so you can just watch it all and get it out the way. Because it's just like it kills the momentum a little bit having to wait week to week. But some of the stuff they end up on, like especially off this last episode, I like. It's like it was kind of expected, yeah, but I like
it was
it.
predictable. It is,
but it's like when you
and there's no risk to it
either.
either. Yeah, like I feel like there's no risk to it though, King. Like, you know how?
Yeah, I feel like the whole general plot to like.
Yeah.
Can I say spoiler?
Hey, let me hold on. Let me go ahead. If anybody's watching Secret Wars, I'm putting spoilers. I'll take it off when it's off. So if you got to fast forward, do what you got to do. Go ahead, King.
The whole general plot of like, oh, we're gonna turn humanity against each other to like nuke each other is just like, I mean, that's like kind of expected, but it's still kind of played out. I was like, for something like this, I would hope for like heavy hitters will be Skrulls for real. Like Rhodey, that nigga's a Skrull. Like there ain't no way, bro. That nigga's a damn Skrull.
The only reason I don't think he's a Skrull though is just the way he was talking to him, a little gangster. I was like, and when he was talking about blowing up,
Skrulls are niggas too.
They can be. Look, I don't care what y'all say. Talos, that's a nigga.
Oh yeah, the way he says all the graphics in his hand and shit, but he had that extremis in him. Yeah, first of all, graphics is cool and everything too. I like graphics.
Yeah, he's a cool villain. He's cool.
And then like Super Skrull, when that popped up, when I'm assuming it's gonna be graphics, that's gonna be dope when we see it. I do feel like the series as a whole has been pretty solid up to now. It's like a 7 or 8 to me, but it's like, you know, but that's subject to change week to week. After that first week it was a 7. That second week it was like an 8 or 9. This week is back down to a 7 or 8.
Yeah,
you feel me? But like these next 3 episodes, it's like, you know what? I'm enjoying Sam and I'm enjoying Nix and Talos' relationship. I'm enjoying how it's exploring, how it, like kind of explore, but I want to go in more how like it really affected Nick in his personal life, especially because he has a wife and stuff and everything. But I do also feel like a lot of the shit, like basically the whole driving plot of the whole show, could be fixed with a little bit of a communication. You know, they actually spoke and everything instead of just going straight to, we're going to take your planet. Like, man, look.
And that's why I hate that episode too, King. Like you know how they did the flashback and started it off like that and setting a reason why this is happening?
Yeah.
Why was that not in episode 1? That would make people interested and hooked and be like, oh shoot.
I feel like it was more so because we knew Nick was going to be at the forefront, and initially people are going to come for Samuel Jackson and stuff. So I could get that. I could get behind that, and like we're familiar with him, and then ending them off that and starting episode 2 with like, you know, introducing our villain's motivations and why he's like feeling that way or what was promised. It's like that's cool, and I like the way he took over like the council and everything too, and bitched that one Skrull. So
also one last spoiler and why I feel like there's no risk. This should have been a movie.
Rip your daughter, Talos.
This should have been a movie. And number 2, the implication of having Super Skrulls, you know, having their own powers and stuff, it doesn't hold any weight when we know there's no Avengers being involved in this. They straight up said, oh no, let's not even call them into this. And it's just like I feel like there's no risk or reward with this, like this show.
But
I
that's
don't see it building up to
Something
nothing.
else yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with
but
it's
that's
not even
probably
the
why
fact that
they
it's a
told the
show.
dude not to even bother with reading the comics because the Avengers are an integral part of that book.
Exactly. And even then, it's like it didn't even have to be the Avengers. Like they did it for like just the Fantastic Four, and it's just like a game of Clue trying to figure out who the Skrulls are out of like the Avengers and like
Yeah.
high-ranking government officials. That'd be cool too. But it's like we ain't got the Fantastic Four yet.
Mm-mm. And then on top of that, like you saying that War Machine being a Skrull, the only reason I give it like 1% that I think he might be a Skrull is because remember they announced a War Machine show, right? And it was supposed to be before this one, but they just canned that or haven't said anything about it.
Yeah,
It makes you think, why would they do a War Machine show if he's been a Skrull this entire time?
I don't think it's been a Skrull the entire time.
Think about it, because I don't know. For one, there's red flags. Like you notice how he doesn't have a limp or anything on his leg. Which I get technology, technology. You can make it look like you don't have a limp, but it's like, I don't know. He had a limp in the end game in Infinity Wars. This it's looking a little spooky. But then the way he's talking, I'm like, okay, maybe he's not a Skrull. Like I don't know. I like that they're keeping that like up there.
That's what I'm saying. He'll Skrull.
But yeah,
that boy up.
um.
That's the algae rhythm.
But next off, we never talked about the Superman and Lois casting. Like, how do y'all feel? Y'all fucking with it? Y'all hating it? Or y'all
Superman
Snyder?
and Lois?
yes.
Oh, for the new joint, yeah.
Superman,
They said the new Superman got a dong, so.
Oh shoot,
He's
I'm all in, bro.
He's finna start
Give
cooking.
me 5 tickets.
Oh, the cast for the new
New
James
Superman.
Gunn.
Yeah, for new.
So you're talking about the
Superman
next
Legacy.
season of Superman and
look.
Lois?
No. My fault. For Superman Legacy, James Gunn's Superman.
Okay.
Legacy.
See, I don't follow, like, unless I already know the actor or actress, I'll know, but I don't follow them. So it's like, I'm not going to do some shit where it's like Affleck and I hated on it at first and ended up loving it by the end. So it's just like with them, I'm like, hey, I'm going to let them cook. I don't know.
Wait, you're a Daredevil fan and you hated that casting?
I did not want him to be. I was not a fan of him as Batman. And
Really?
then I saw the movie, and I'm like, oh, they cooking. Because I'm like, I didn't want him to get done dirty and all that, because they already did him dirty with Daredevil. I'm like, man, look, he stepping back into a superhero movie. This ain't going well. And it didn't, but he did good.
Yeah.
Kind of had to do that.
At least he got one good movie out of it.
Oh, for sure.
Snyder cut. But no. How do y'all feel? How does everybody else feel? I mean, I'm not per se familiar with the act. I know about the Superman cast, and I've seen him in the like clips and stuff and whatnot. Like even before they announced this, so I'm like, okay, I'm familiar with his face, but I haven't been a fan or watched his stuff like that. But I think it's pretty good casting. I still got beef with James Gunn a little bit on it, where it's like you pushing it with the age, like you being a little petty. But hey, I'm gonna let him cook.
He's 30. The dude is 30.
That's my point.
That's
But
not
how's
pushing
that?
it.
How's that?
That's not pushing it. Henry
You
gonna
want
be
a Tom
50 by the
Holland?
time he done. Like that's what I'm about to say. Like him being 30 is fine. 'Cause Henry was basically 30 when he got casted. This nigga's gonna be 50 by the time this probably
But
first.
it pushes into that narrative like you just got a young Henry Cavill, and I'm just like, and then at the same time I'm like, you can't say that because I mean Henry Cavill was the Superman, but that I'm not even gonna get into that, bro. That's just.
I mean, yeah, he's skinny and stuff, but so was
They,
before he actually did it.
Because apparently Superman is going to be the same age too. He's going to be 30, so it makes sense.
So is this established Superman
I hope
or a
it's
Superman origin? But not like origin as like this is like his first day of Superman, more like his first year.
Yes.
Yeah, Batman, basically the Batman.
Yes,
with Robert's Batman.
Yes,
but they could have shot a little bit younger.
But
that's my only issue with it. But I mean, I'm gonna let him cook it.
But he'll be in 30 or mid-20s.
It'll be somewhat of a more established DC universe because other heroes already exist in that.
Yeah, because James is not leading with Superman. He's gonna cast with these other group of heroes. I have never even heard of him. I think that's the first movie he's gonna do. I forgot the name of them. They're kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, like multiple
I know what
people.
you're talking about. It starts
Yeah,
with
he's leading with that first.
I haven't heard of them
The
either.
Superman and the Batman movie is coming like maybe 5 movies later down the line. But he's not gonna start with Superman. He's starting with that other cast. Never even heard of him. But if he can make Guardians
relevant,
likable, yeah, I'm sure he can make.
I don't know why you said
this-
again. Relevant period.
I was trying to be nice.
Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, let's be real here. Before Guardians of the Galaxy, like the movie, if you wasn't a hardcore comic book fan, you didn't know who they were.
True.
We just gonna keep it how it is.
I didn't know who the fuck they were. I didn't know who Captain. Well, I actually kind of had an idea of Captain Marvel.
Star-Lord, who?
Oh, I definitely knew who they were because they made a lot of appearances in like Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and
we know
the video games as well.
Speaking of that, nerds, my Avengers with Superman. How's everybody feeling? Well,
Okay, let me say something. Right, never heard of this.
Uh-oh.
I remember seeing a video maybe like 2 years ago when they announced this show, and they were talking about the color of Jimmy, and I thought because I didn't see the video, I looked at the thumbnail, I'm like, oh, black Jimmy was like, what the fuck is this? I thought that was a joke. I didn't know they actually made him black.
No, he's black.
Oh, he's black.
He's black.
Yeah, I'm like, because I like when things. Well, I like when writers and shows take the source material seriously. They don't change. They don't change the characters because this is like the second time I've seen this. I mean, it's like, okay, is this the official Jimmy now? Is Jimmy now officially black?
Like he literally still acts like Jimmy.
I know, but me. I like to see pristine image. I don't like changing the image of a character without like a serious reason.
I mean,
other than because saying, "Oh, this is a different Earth," that is not a fucking relevant like reason to say.
Why not? It's a different Earth.
It's different
like
for animated.
Like, oh, it's a different universe. It's Earth. It's Earth 5. It's Earth. Like, no.
I mean, because they changed Lois too. Like Lois isn't.
Lois got short hair.
She's Asian.
Wait, she's what?
Yes, Lois is like from what I understand, Lois is like part Asian in that show.
In the show? No, I don't know about that, but the actor is.
That's what I heard.
They're based, no, that's what I'm saying.
Pulling a Scooby-Doo?
No, watch, because they based on the like voice actors and shit. They designed them after them, so yeah.
But that don't look nothing like the
actor. Like a self-insert.
What?
That's what they said. I saw the shit on
Twitter. They don't look nothing like the actor. What? No.
Bro, because they still.
I mean, obviously they probably took like probably took some creative differences.
Regardless, she's still Asian.
But you know,
yeah, no, I don't have an issue with that. But I'm just like, what? No, that design. No,
I'm telling you what I read. Okay, I'm just telling you what I read.
Somebody lying to you, bro.
Not what I believe. I didn't say I believed it. I'm just telling you
informing you with misinformation.
Yeah, that was a political.
When I spread misinformation maliciously on the internet.
Oh man,
I don't believe it, but you read it.
My only thing is like that works when it's live action. I just don't understand if animated because it's like,
I like source material. Follow source material. You got a happy customer. Deviate. You got a question.
I disagree on that. I disagree on that on animated stuff like this because look at Batman animated series. That shit was not fully on the canon and on source material. Harley Quinn was not even a thing. They made that specifically for the animated series. And look at it now, bro. We got Margot Robbie
everywhere,
bro. Mr. J. So like, come on.
I think that's a little different because, like,
is it?
Yeah, because at the time the animated series like came out, like they definitely had a template to follow. Like they were pretty much like obviously it devolved into its own thing, but at the time they definitely had a little template that they had to follow. They just kind of made Harley Quinn really she was never really supposed to appear in all those episodes that she appeared in. She was really only supposed to be like a one-off Joker side character. But Paul Dini and Bruce Timm and Alan Burnett, they liked her just so much. They was like, well, we might as well just keep her on, see how it goes.
So you're saying Harley Quinn was created for the show?
Yes,
Yeah,
Harley Quinn.
She never
Harley
came.
Quinn-
She wasn't a thing before.
Harley
No,
Quinn.
she wasn't.
Harley
She was so
Quinn.
gas in the show that they made her canon.
Harley Quinn, Terry, a bunch of DC. There's a lot of DCAU characters that were never like introduced in the comics, and that's why. That's why a lot. Yeah. So your favorite Batman wasn't even a comic book character before. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't follow the canon, Miguel.
Yep. And that's why I'm not gonna knock him. My only thing is like when you're saying like the race thing, it works for live action because that shows how good an actor can be. Like you look at like the Batman with Gordon, there was definitely those fanboys, those nerds, those virgins that never got any Scorsese in their life. They're like, Gordon can't be black. He's got to be white.
I'm sure anyone can act no matter their race. I just don't get.
You're just talking about for like animated.
Like animated, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
When you read a comic, like for me, if I was going to make a Superman movie, I'm going to look straight at the comics and find some actor or actress that looks close to that person. That's how I would search for my actors. I'm not going to look for. I'm not going to specifically look for someone different because they have a good acting skill. I'm going to look for someone that looks like that. I'm going to find someone that can act but is close to that image.
I mean,
that's how I would find my actors and actresses.
They just like diversity. I didn't really. Him being.
It feels like it's a checklist that they have to do.
It does. That's the
first. Or they get criticized for it.
I mean, yeah.
It's like an internal thing that we don't like fully know. Like if they do how it is on paper, they would probably get criticized. So they have to like hit these certain check boxes so they won't.
But the thing is, it really wouldn't matter.
Asian person get the black person.
It wouldn't matter what they did. Though they were still.
Hey, I don't care as long as it's good.
Yeah, like.
And I didn't think first episode was good. That's just me.
I think there was.
It was fine. It was like I figured it was more
episode 2
built up as it goes. I haven't seen episode 2 yet.
I personally,
it's not out yet. But episode 2, I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good, and it's getting somewhere. Episode 1, I did not like. You can ask Kiki. I definitely say this dog shit. I stand on it. That episode sucks.
I personally liked both episodes. It has been such a really, really long time since we got a happy, cheerful Superman.
Exactly.
So it was a breath of fresh air, and I'm very excited to see.
Superman and Lois is not a happy, cheerful Superman. First episode.
Yeah, but like that's
he's a parent, so is he really happy?
Yeah.
That's cold.
Oh my god. That's more. I would say, because Superman and Lois is a more serious.
So like when you have things like the Tomorrowverse Superman or like Superman and Lois Superman, like it's not that he's not happy. He's just a lot more serious and mature, if that makes sense. What I'm saying.
So you're just saying you wanted a younger, bright Superman?
He doesn't have to be younger. He can be Superman.
What's up,
Jimbo? You're saying if you don't like one to be the parent and mature Superman, you want him to be a younger and more
Superman
like fun.
can be like
you want Spider-Man,
right? No, Superman can be bright and stuff and still be like old, like wise and stuff. If that makes sense, still hopeful.
Nah, fam. What you just said contradicted that.
How?
We're not even gonna get into it.
I don't think that really contradicted anything.
You have a thing that you do this, and I'm not even gonna get into it, brother. I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook. That's how you feel. It don't make sense, but that's how you feel, brother.
How does that not make sense? If you open up a book, you will see what
Hold
I'm
on,
talking
bro.
about.
I know you not telling me open up a book, bro.
Ooh.
Yes, we read.
You illiterate bastard.
We read Superman around here, sir.
I'm just.
You don't read, bro.
We definitely do.
You don't even got reading glasses, bro. You bought them ones at Walmart.
Sir, we have a magnifying glass that helps us see the words.
Oh, good night.
I really want a Kingdom Come animated series.
For one, Kingdom Come would not work as an animated series. That would work more as a movie. And And we technically already got Kingdom Come with that little
crossover event.
yes.
Shut the fuck up. That ain't shit.
That was that was
That
technically
was so
Kingdom,
aggressive.
that was
Dog.
technically Kingdom Come. It took
No,
elements
it was
from
a part of Kingdom Come. That's like the beginning of Kingdom Come. I want a Kingdom Come through like the rest of that issue. I want like a whole, maybe I don't know how long the movie would be. They probably might have to chop it up.
You can
I
make
don't
it.
know.
You can make it an hour and 30-minute movie.
That's a short ass movie.
That's how long most of the DC movies be. The animated ones, they don't be that long.
Okay, then I'll take it back making an anime. I will probably take a live action version.
I would want to know if especially if you even looked at that art style. That art style will look beautiful animated.
Yeah.
What
Animated.
you just said?
Animated.
What?
Yes,
That's hyperrealism style.
Yeah, I understand that, but that would
You want
work
to animate that?
Yes, you can do that. It's very
Yeah, you
possible.
can. It's gonna take a lot of patience and money.
I mean, with that,
Well,
I
get
mean,
the Spider Verse with it.
I mean, with that story, yeah, with that. I mean, with the storyline, the patience would be worth it. That's a very much a beloved DC story. So
Yeah. I would like to see that. But what's his name? Brandon Roof, Kingdom Come.
I
No,
would.
that was just a small little snippet. Looked good.
Well,
I mean, he looked
I'm
good
gonna
in
keep
it.
I'm definitely exhausted. The boy is tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide out.
No, we about to end it off though. There's no more topics.
Oh, word, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot one more topic. It's still
Oh.
going. Maybe one. It's probably a quickie.
The
Witcher
Schumacher cut.
season 3.
Huh?
Witcher season 3. Y'all watching it? Just
Ain't nobody
gas or
watch
not?
that shit.
Oh,
Ain't nobody watch
God.
that shit.
I'm gonna finish it.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch it.
God.
Eventually. All right, y'all.
Well, hold on. Before you come on, we got one thing I wanted to ask. Anybody listen to the Schumacher cut podcast by the Epic Film Guys? No. Oh. Damn. I'll just.
Disappointed.
Huh?
Sounded so disappointed we didn't listen to it.
I'm honestly gonna say if you come in here thinking it's gonna be like a Snyder cut, like a whole different version, you're gonna be disappointed. But it fixed a lot of plot holes from what they said, and it was an unfinished cut. Let me just say that it wasn't like they didn't do the whole score yet or anything like that, and it just was like somewhat of an HD version, if that makes sense. But it wasn't a finished cut. It's still like a very, very raw cut that somehow Kevin Smith got it. I don't know. Nobody knows how he got it. He just maybe somebody at Warner Bros. Had it and sent it to him, but he did a private screening, and there's a lot of people were giving like good feedback about it. I'm just throwing it out there as the end of the podcast. Go listen to that. Epic Film Guys. They're on YouTube. They're on Spotify and Apple. Go listen to that. But yeah. We're out. Any plugs? Y'all have any plugs before we close the recording?
King Kareem 1969 up on Twitch,
We will do the Fantastic Four stream. We didn't forget. We're gonna do it. We'll announce it on Twitter. We'll send the link. But we outie.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all.